Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says achieving a stable economy boils down to good management and a commitment by government to act in the country's best interest. As he delivered part one of his national address titled Mind Your Business, It's Your Business on Sunday night, Dr. Rowley sought to lay on the table the economic standing of Trinidad and Tobago. Janine Browne reports.
In his hour-long Sunday night address, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said one of the first tasks his government had to undertake when it entered office was to drastically reduce high expenditure inherited from the former administration.
We are borrowing, and that's how we got the record budgets of 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. The 5 largest budgets in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. Spend all that you earn, borrow more, and spend that too.
With the oil and gas sector being this country's main revenue earner, Dr. Rowley lamented further that revenue from the energy sector dropped from 17 billion in 2010 to about 1 billion presently. While he said that this is in part due to the drop in the price of oil, he added that the UNC government, led by Kamla Persad-Bissessar, dug an even bigger hole by offering unreasonable concessions to energy giants operating in Trinidad and Tobago. He said under the former administration it cost 170 million per day to run the country. According to him, that figure has now been reduced to 140 million. Dr. Rowley laid out a list of projects his government has embarked on to improve the standard of living in this country.
With respect to the Port of Spain Hospital, tenders are out. We are removing the old buildings to clear the footprint. We're moving patients. The cabinet approved some expenditure in St. James to put some patients in St. James Hospital and so on to be able to build. That is on the way. Sandy Grande Hospital, we have quotations in. We are about to go out to tender for that. Dragon Pipeline, the heads of government agreement is in place, the gas price is in place. It is now for us to conclude the pipeline arrangement with Shell and to move forward to constructing a pipeline to link us to the Venezuelan gas fields.
The second part of the Prime Minister's address will air tonight at 8 o'clock right here on TTT. Janine Browne, TTT News.
While opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar is dismissing as false the claims made by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley against the government, saying Dr. Rowley is only playing the blame game. In a statement released shortly after the Prime Minister's address on Sunday night, the opposition leader described the address as a rehashed repetition of government's litany of excuses to cover their incompetence. She questioned the Prime Minister's plan for raising revenue, for job creation, and for creating a safer Trinidad and Tobago. She added the Prime Minister said nothing that would give people any sense of comfort or optimism that their lives will be improved. Mrs. Persad-Bissessar is set to meet with her party's caucus and national executive this afternoon as the party prepares for the upcoming local government elections and the general elections constitutionally due in 2019 and 2020 respectively. Mrs. Persad-Bissessar will first meet with each UNC MP and senator in a one-on-one meeting, followed by the parliamentary caucus.